home prices are going to fall anytime soon, you are sadly mistaken. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. Homes for you by Floyd P. Roberts. Homes for you by Floyd P. Roberts. This is your midweek market news. So, very interesting things happening in the market. The S&P that fell 2.5%, the largest amount in years. So that's what's going on. We'll talk more about that later. But before we go, last week we talked about making your home safe during the wintertime. We talked about making changing your ducts, your ducts filters. We talked about changing your carbon monoxide and fire alarm battery that's in the ceiling or on the walls. We talked about changing the batteries every 6 months. A rule of thumb is changing every 6 months. Very important to do that. So that's what's going on. I wanted you to make your home safe. Sometime in the holidays, we put real trees in the house, and guess what? They get hot, they catch on fire. So it usually is smoke before fire, right? So we want the alarm to come on so you can be safe in case that happens. Not hoping it will, but just in case. Anyway, market does. The market is as the market does. We still seeing low interest rates, and I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Okay, not exactly, but what I believe that's going to happen. So we still seeing low interest rates, 1.9 to 2.5% of the 30-year fix. We're still seeing lots of new people that's coming into the market buying a home. The reason is because we have a lot of new buyers, first-time buyers that's entering the market, coming back with jobs, people that save money, that's been saving for a long time, and ready to purchase because it is more affordable to buy a house right now than I believe in a long time, and will be probably for the next year and a half, 2 years. Okay, so we know the Feds, they said they're not going to raise interest rates till 2023, but that may change. What we're seeing is a different change. We are going into another realm of, like I would say, post-COVID, because COVID is almost over. It's trying to linger on. Most of the people have the vaccines. I just saw the Wall Street Journal that most cases have coming down in the hospital. That's what they're saying. I don't know if that's true or not, but they're saying most cases have come down in the hospital. Now, we've seen post-COVID. Now, a lot of people getting back to work. Now, with the stock market being down that low, the Feds may not have a chance. They won't have an option but to start raising interest rates. For the simplest fact is that if the stock market is down and the economy is doing by the GDP, we already know we're a low GDP, and the stock market is down, guess who have to pay that money as far as interest is concerned? Yes, you. We have to do it. So that means we're probably going to see an influx or increase maybe in the first of the year, maybe the middle of the year, or sometime next year, if not sooner, because we cannot sustain a low economy, a bad stock market, along with people trying to get back to work. And this system, the only thing it's sustaining is the real estate market for the most part. So we cannot have a bad stock market, a bad economy, getting out of a war, and that to happen. So the Feds will have not a choice but to raise interest rates. Now, what that means for you is that a lot of people, I had a friend of mine just called me and said, Floyd, is it the best time to buy a house right now? They said a lot of people told them to wait till next year to buy a house. I said, that is not a good idea. Here is why. Because we have low interest rates right now, it is the best time to get qualified because the option is there. You have the option of getting into a home at low cost, almost for free. If you qualify for a first-time buyer First time buyer, that means you've sold your house and you can get on this program. It's called a Cal Half loan. A lot of people don't know about it. Ask your loan guy about that. You can get into your home. You qualify for a $400,000, $250,000 home, or even $500,000. First time buyer. Cal Half will help you, assist you in getting into that home, but you only put maybe 2-3% down. Usually, regularly, you have to put 10% down, maybe 20 or more if a conventional loan. But this one helps you to get into a house with affordability of maybe putting maybe 2-3% down with down payment assistance. That is insane. So talk to your loan guy about that. That's an option. If not, even so, with a conventional loan, if you have saved some money, 20% down, and with the assistance, you can still get in at a low interest rate, 1.9, 1.8 interest rate to get you into that home that you want. You want to be in a $500,000, $400,000, $300,000, even $250,000 home. Whichever range you want in here in Los Angeles, $800,000, $900,000, and still be able to pay and afford that payment. So that's what is going to happen. That's what could happen to you. First time buyer to get you a home. Now here it is too. He said, is it the best time to buy right now? I said yes, absolutely, because you bought the house years ago. You may pay $300,000 for that home. Over the 10, 15, 20 years you've been in there, how many years has it been? You acquired what's called equity into the home. So that means you paid off that loan. Hopefully you didn't refinance and pull out money and create another loan for yourself. You have not refinanced. You have equity, maybe a 10%, 20 or 30%, whatever it is. You pay down that loan. So when you pay down that loan to maybe $100,000 or $50,000, even you might have paid it off. Right now the homes are up, so you paid $300,000 for the home. Now that home is worth $600,000, $700,000, $800,000, no matter what amount the home is worth. That's all your equity into that home. So if you want to sell, cash out, and move out of state, or even move down to a smaller house, you can do that. And you can pay cash for the house. I've helped a lady, she lived in San Francisco. She was in the house for 50 years, paid $250,000 for the home. The house is paid off. We sold the home for $1.5 million. So she cashed out, paid cash for her house, and she had money in the bank to really to retire and live well off and throughout her life and share her life with her family. So that's what you can do. So that's what, over the period of time when you pay off your home, you can pay it off, pay cash for a house, and move down and sell that house you've been in for such a long time. So that's one of the scenarios you can do. If not, if you've been in the house for 10 years, you still acquired equity in it. And if you didn't refi or cash out, you still have equity because the market is up. The market is up, and a lot of you say, we're going to wait till the market crash or goes down. Don't look for that to happen anytime soon. You are sadly mistaken if you think that's going to happen. It's going to take a natural catastrophe like Enron, breaking down of Enron, or a big earthquake, or something like that to move this back to where we were. I don't see us going back to the prices where we was 3-4 years ago, even a year ago. But a year ago, the homes you're looking at $250,000, $260,000 is over $300,000 right now. So that's what we're seeing in the market. That's what happens. If you want to cash out, if you want to sell your home, if you're looking to buy, if you have questions about anything about real estate, give me a call, 661-489-0407. Oh, let me talk about the S&P falling 2.5% over the last week. So what happens is by the S&P falling 2.5%, a lot of people lost some money. A lot of people lost thousands, maybe millions of dollars. So that means if this run continues as far as the stock market, okay, the Dow Jones and all those other things, if it continues to run, you will see that the Feds will not have a chance. They won't have a choice they don't have a choice but to raise interest rates. They don't have a choice but to do it, because what is going to happen is that you're going to see a lot of things changing. We already have high inflation. If you look back at the past 6 months, from January also, you're going to see the gas prices are raising up, are moving up. Okay, you see food, the egg, the price of eggs. I just bought a thing of eggs from Sam's Club today. A year ago it was $2.89. Now, right now, we pay $6.95 for 2 dozen eggs. Even 1 dozen eggs, $4.95. Before, a year ago, it was $2.89. I remember buying even milk. Milk now is, you see everything, fruits, vegetables, meat, cheese, all that you see as inflation is rising up. So we cannot sustain an economy with this here, because something has to go. If with the increase of inflation, with the increase of prices, taxes has to go up. It doesn't go the opposite way. You don't have high inflation and low prices. You can't have that. Okay, you have low inflation, high prices. You can't even up that scale. It can't happen like that. So that's why you see the raise in prices with inflation rising. Okay, see the gas prices, the gas tax, registration. Look at your registration, what you were paying a year ago. Everything is going up and up and up. So that's what it is. We've seen in the market trends. This Home Street by Floyd P. Roberts. Any question you want to sell that home and get that equity cash out, give me a call. 661-489-0407. 661-489-0407. Talk to you soon. Bye.